Elise Maynard, orthopedic rehab specialist, joining us in studio today. Elise, let's talk about falls. Especially as people get older, they're more prone to falling. Is there something you can do to prevent falls that you can help people with?
Absolutely. So this is our bread and butter at orthopedic rehab specialists. I think it starts with making sure that our lower extremity strength is as strong as it can be. Some people even just describe balance deficits because their muscles are weak. So we usually start there, and then we usually go into a process of putting themselves in situations where they might lose their balance, like walking over uneven surfaces or climbing over steps and curbs. And we start with some support, but then we'll slowly start to wean that support to help them be able to do it on their own.
Well, what are things that people can do at home then to help reduce falls?
Absolutely. Our vision plays a huge component in our balance. So making sure that our lighting, especially in the evening and at night, is good. So even those like night lights to help guide you to the bathroom in the middle of the night. Obviously making sure that we're getting rid of all the clutter and the loose area rugs is super important. Even the best of us can trip over those.
Sure.
And then the biggest thing is to keep moving. So a lot of us, when we feel off balance or we have a fear of falling, is we actually stop moving. And then we get weaker. We don't put ourselves in those situations, right, where we have to practice our balance. And so the best thing we can do is to continue to keep moving.
Yeah, I would think that's so important. So let's talk too about vertigo and dizziness. Are those the same or are they different?
Absolutely. Sometimes they are used interchangeably, but they are different symptoms. So vertigo is a true sense of like a room spinning, maybe like you're, seasick, that the room is actually moving around you. Versus dizziness is when people usually describe it as a sense of being off, whether that's a visual disturbance or even their body feels slightly off in that matter as well.
Well, even sometimes if I'm like bending over and I stand up too fast, I'm like, woo, gotta let this.
Absolutely, yeah.
It's just kind of getting that equilibrium and maybe taking a little more time to stand up. And,
Absolutely.
And learning some little tricks to help mitigate the dizziness once we might feel that, right?
Absolutely.
I think it's so important to remember that just because we get older and we're starting to feel not as strong, there are things that we can do to prolong our health span, not just
Absolutely.
our lifespan, right?
Yeah.
Now, does somebody have to have a doctor's order or a referral to come to ORS?
Great question. So Michigan is a direct access state, so technically we can treat you for 10 visits or up to 30 days without that doctor's visit. However, if you do want your insurance to cover it, it is best recommended that we get that referral from the doctor as soon as possible, because some insurances may not pay for it if you come and see us before that doctor, so it's insurance dependent.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Very important. Learn how you can prevent falls and get stronger. Orthopedic Rehab Specialist. Website's on the screen.